Good morning, and probably good afternoon or good evening wherever you are. We have this global webinar. Thank you, Swaroop, for getting started. So we'll basically today talk about how Fiori, UI5, and SAP Cloud Platform can help you to achieve your digital transformation goals. Today's agenda is we'll talk a little bit of current today, probably at the end. We'll get to what is most important for you. So how prepackaged apps for ECC can help to reduce the deployment time and save up to 80% of the total cost of ownership. I know that's very important for everybody. How to enable Fiori apps for S4HANA. There is a typo here, sorry about that. And then how SAP Cloud Platform can help to expedite the development and deployment. How to get started with Fiori in 1 week. And what is new in Fiori 3.0. I'm sure you guys know the 3.0 is recently rolled out. A little bit about myself. I'm in industry, especially in SAP for last 27 years. I enjoy doing that. I love it. And recently, in last 10 years, I'm very closely involved with all the digital transformation initiatives of SAP, and we are happy to talk about those. So a little bit summary about Crave, how we are close to the digital transformation journey of SAP. We are in business for last 15 years. We have 100 plus SAP projects globally executed into the digital transformation space. We were SAP Pinnacle Award finalists for 2015. One thing which is not here, but we were also ACE Award winner for 2018. That's award given by the Asia Pacific SAP user group for a partner and a user for a specific application, and we were the winner. And we continually invest in different technologies, tools, and especially into the white space of SAP in accelerating digital innovation. We are very closely involved with a lot of activities around AI, blockchain, bots, so virtual assistant, and IoT. And I'm sure if you have questions, we'll be very happy to discuss those. So with Fiori, obviously the user interface had changed, and this illustrates some of the capabilities around the digital transformation. So cloud-based platform, mobile first, microservices and API driven, AI-driven solutions, and obviously scaled, agile, and development of support. So these are different characteristics and the services available onto the SAP Cloud Platform, which we can leverage. So one of the things which we had is how we can save using our solution. So we have around 50 plus prepackaged applications. They are into different industry segments. They are into enterprise asset management, so maintenance, calibration, facilities maintenance, preventive breakdown. We have applications into the supply chain, so we have warehouse management. I'm going to give a quick glimpse of these applications so that you can understand what you can do with Fiori. There are standard Fiori apps available, but there is way beyond you can go using the SAP standard tools which are provided. We work with different segments. Industry segment is not a limit. All of our applications are configurable through the back end or the front end. So basically, if you want to change the user interface, you want to add a field, you want to remove a field, you want to make certain field mandatory, you can do that through our configurable menu. You don't need to do a code change. And then you can deploy. So that's how basically the thought process is. You basically identify what you need, then you basically configure it and then deploy it. So it's a three-step, very simple process. Acquire, and then when we develop something custom, obviously we follow all these standard methodologies. So we follow the design thinking, which is very important for user interface applications. How is the SAP Fiori architecture? So obviously SAP Fiori Launchpad provides many functionalities, and they are listed on both sides. You can now have multiple apps. In olden days, if we have to design an app, we have to develop an app, which used to become bulky. Now you can, every transaction you can create as an app, and then user will have access to those transactions, which become styles, which can be controlled through the standard SAP authorization. So there is no coding required for controlling who has access to what. There are few myths about Fiori. We have heard this many times, and we wanted to clear this through our discussion today. Is we have heard that Fiori only works with S/4HANA, which is not true. Fiori also works with ECC. It's just you need to be ECC 6 and SP Service Pack level 5 or above, and it's ready to work. Fiori needs HANA database, which is also not true. You cannot create offline applications, which is not true. ECC system needs to be upgraded for Fiori to work, which is definitely not true. Obviously, you need to have minimum. So far, we have found out that 99% customers are where Fiori can be easily interfaced or integrated with ECC system. And SAP Cloud Platform adds an extra layer and increases security risk, which is completely not true. Actually, we have a couple slides later, but SAP Cloud Platform helps you to integrate with multiple sources. So we have API Hub, which is one of the services of SAP Cloud Platform, which allows you to bring in data from multiple sources. It can be SAP, Oracle, Excel database, Access database, or SCADA system, and display that information on one single user interface. So that's possible through Cloud Platform. One of the another challenges, and so we were attending workshop with SAP about transformation or migration of ECC to S4. And one of the topic came up is, and this was probably 4 months back, total around 5,000 plus customers have implemented S4. A lot of them are net new, greenfield implementations, but only 500 are using the Fiori frontend. That was very surprising because there are two key offerings for S4. One is the database, HANA database, in-memory, fast database, and second one was the user interface, so that you have a role-based user interface. And then we started figuring out why people are not using it. And obviously, it's all, a lot of times it's driven by the implementation partner, and there is not much knowledge base right now available for Fiori enablement. So people are just implementing with Fiori, and they put a lot of price tag around Fiori enablement. Second is whenever they are transitioning from ECC to S4, they think that bringing in user interface, Fiori interface, can add to the change management. So they are losing on a lot of key functionalities which are important. Can I request? I hear a couple of background conversations. I request if you are not speaking or asking questions, please go on mute. Appreciate that. Thank you. So we did the research around this Fiori enablement. There are around 12,000 Fiori apps already available through as a part of S4HANA. And that sometimes that's too much. I mean, that includes transactions, that includes analytical reports, and also it includes some of the dashboards. So it's very difficult to say which one to enable, and it's not something you can just flip a switch and the Fiori layer will start working. There is a little bit of work involved. So what we did is we probably enabled the most important 600, 700 apps in our own environment, and we work with our customers. We understand which part of the solution they have already implemented with S4, and then it is very important to understand what is implemented. Right? If you have because a lot of these apps are into the financial, you need to understand which app you need for a specific role and what is implemented in financial on the functional side, and then find out those right apps. Sometimes those apps may not meet your 100% needs, and they will need a little bit of tweaking. So you need somebody to help you and handhold with that so that you can utilize whatever SAP is bringing to the table. So it's important to go through that cycle, which is not difficult, but it needs to be specific steps needs to be followed up, and that's where we can help. So obviously reduce the integration hassle by 70%, and if you don't have a specific application available, so one of the example is this dashboard you can see here we have prepared. This is our own role-based dashboard prepared for somebody like buyer, and you can see process overview. So we have created processes using Fiori, standard Fiori framework, whereby your buyer, he doesn't have to go in and understand and remember each transaction. He can click on that and he will be able to follow through the whole process. So that reduces the training, and you can have different tiles. So this is one example of a user-based role on the Fiori for S4, and this is also available for ECC. So a few other things is, I think I mentioned most of them before. So if you have any challenge with Fiori enablement on S4, we can definitely get involved and help you and try to make you understand what is involved. So how you can get started with Fiori in 1 week? There are different ways. One is obviously you need to make sure your infrastructure is ready for it. Most, as I mentioned, 99% they are ready for it. You can look at the SAP standard Fiori apps. On ECC, there are around 400 apps. SAP stopped in upgrading them for the last few years now, but they are available to start with. Approval apps is a good example. If they don't meet your needs, then you can look at our 50+ prepackaged apps. You can use our dynamic modeler to create some standard simple apps. This is a tool which we offer, whereby your people can create an app in a few minutes. And then last is the you can use SAP Cloud Platform Services to enable the offline application, to reduce your reliance on infrastructure, and increase the speed of deployment. So these are different options available for you to get started in 1 week. So what is there in Fiori 3.0? I'm sure you guys have seen Fiori 2.0, and the 3.0 brings in like the harmonization of the design. So these are a lot of new templates available. There is a unified and flexible structure. And the most important, which I like most, is there are mobile cards available. If you remember, it used to be, 2.0 is all about the tiles, but in 3.0, it's all about cards. So this is, if you have ever seen the Apple Wallet, it looks like this. So now you can have the Fiori applications and their different tiles like Apple Wallet. And then this is an example of purchase order. You can see your business and marketing app timesheet. and even lunch menu. This is actually lunch menu app is implemented by SAP in US in their offices. So if you go there and you want to order something from the cafeteria, you can do that. So this is an example of how SAP is transforming the user interface to the newer versions. A little bit about Crave Infotech. I think I discussed about the winner in S Awards. We have been in the Pinnacle Award. We work very closely with Zebra. Some of our partnerships, SAP, we are SAP's P-Run partner. So we basically can sell on cloud or on-premise solutions. We are also partner with SAP for product development. That's how we have been able to co-innovate 50 plus applications. We are value-added reseller. We are partnered with Concur. We are partnered with HereMap. HereMap is an application which is used as an underlying layer by Esri, TomTom, Gartner, and also SAP Cloud Platform. And we work very closely with Zebra. So all of our applications are validated by Zebra. What does that mean is those are tested for memory leak, they are tested for user interface, they are tested for battery usage. So when you use our application, they are ready to go on any mobile platform basically. And they use the local APIs and they integrate very closely with the hardware. But some of our customers, you'll see here energy customers, power, then organization like Siemens, Comscope, Sun Pharma, so pharmaceutical, Adani. We work with Adani on several initiatives on multiple business divisions, life sciences, so Dr. Reddy's, oil and gas Shell, Cintas is retail. So this is a short list of our customers, and healthcare. There's a long list who use it, our application. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly jump onto our, to give you a glimpse of our applications. So this is our launchpad. So let it refresh. So this is our launchpad. We have different applications in supply chain, enterprise asset management, approvals, Internet of Things, dynamic modeler, and so forth. So I'm going to focus on, so this is how typically the launchpad will look like, Fiori launchpad. And each tile basically represents an app times a single transaction. And then these can be controlled from the SAP backend authorization. So what you can do, so this is our plant maintenance or enterprise asset management dashboard. Here you can see all the asset related transactions are brought into the front end. The notification related transaction, the planner transaction, scheduling, printing, reporting, and there are some things like if you have an order and you want to create a BOM from that order because you are using that many times, you can do that through this dashboard. I'm going to show you planning workbench. So the planning workbench, here, this dashboard is prepared for a planner. And similar dashboards are available for sales and production management team also. It's a little bit slow. Okay, meanwhile that opens, it was working fine. So I'm going to show you guys another application which is warehouse management. So you can see this is Fiori, and the beauty of Fiori is basically I can, so the same application will work on desktop. It will work on mobile. So this is how it will look like on a tablet. And this is how it will look like on a mobile phone. So same application, same code base, and it works on Android, Windows, and iOS, all three operating system and different form factors. Let's go back to the desktop. So here we have around 39 transactions. The goods moment transactions, they are already pre-built into the application. So for inbound, we have goods receipt, goods reversal, goods return, put away. Another thing is this application works with IM, WM, and we are now transitioning into EWM. So it's a it's a switch in the back end. So let's say if you are only on IM, then you can use for IM, you will not see the put away and pick transactions. But when you move to WM, you can, those transactions will be automatically enabled. So let me search for purchase order. So this is the list of my purchase order. I can either scan it and the system will automatically display that purchase order. If you have a delivery note, you can scan that or you can enter. I'm going to go through it. So this shows me these are the items I need to do the goods receipt for this purchase order. I can directly do it from here because if the quantity is 100, or I can scan them and I can confirm, or if I have to split it because I only want to do 80 of them into normal stock and 20 into the quality stock or rejection, I can select those from here. So it gives you a guided flow. This app is also enabled for serialization and batch management. It automatically determines based upon the item, whether it's a batch managed or serialized, and system automatically gives the specific flow. Similarly, we have all the inbound, outbound transactions. We have the transactions for physical inventory, and then internal transfer. So bin to bin, internal goods issue, stock overview, storage overview, and transfer posting. So this is a quick glimpse about the inventory manager or warehouse management. Let me go back. I think we have some fun here. Okay. I will. So this is all about the different applications we have. Let's look at the maintenance application. So this is one of our maintenance applications where you can see on the top, and these are all different templates you can choose from. They basically handle the notification, work order, measuring points, and the task list. So here you can see this is the header of the work order. I can click on the equipment and get the details of the history of the equipment. So how many operations were involved, how many measurement documents are involved, what the parts consumed. So I have everything at my fingertip. I can see if there is a notification created, notification details. If there are multiple equipments assigned in the object list, I can look at those, and then I can go to the operation. The operation will give you the checklist. So checklist is basically measuring points. It can be qualitative or quantitative. So here these are quantities, so I can enter the reading. And if it is qualitative, I can do pass fail. This is all driven from the backend. I can confirm materials. I can scan them. I can add new material. I can look at the attachments, which are coming from the backend. Or I can also attach new attachments, which you have captured locally on the mobile. So, and also you can create a new notification if you have observed something in the shop floor or in the field. And when you are ready to complete, you can enter the code, you can enter the time. So this is a very simple template of the maintenance application. Similarly, we have several applications. We have asset tracking, so tracker application. So there are like around 50 applications which we bring to the table along with the cloud platform, the Fiori 3.0. If they don't meet, we can help you to create a new application. And you can also avail our dynamic modeler, which helps you to create application in few minutes, basically 10 minutes. With that, I will open up for the questions, and let me go back to the,
I think we have some question in chats.
Okay. Yes, Prashant. So you can use the Fiori apps for maintenance. See, there is a very limited Fiori applications available on S4. So when you use this application or you develop application, the only impact, there is a very limited impact in the PM because there is not much table structure changes in between ECC and S4. So there will be a very small delta efforts involved to get it ported. Actually, S4 also allows you to use the old table structure, even if it is S4. So it depends upon how your organization decide to handle that. But there will be definitely a very small delta. The biggest change is into the finance and wherever you are using the business partner, because in ECC it's customer and vendor. In S4 it is business partner, single entity. So other than that, in PM area there are not many changes.
Okay, thank you.
I see, Carlos, this dashboard is made in SSM Solution Manager. It can be handled through the Solution Manager, definitely. I think we need to talk a little bit more about that. If we'll be happy, Carlos, to have a one-on-one and discuss with any specific use case you have and talk about the dashboard. I see, Alex, you wanted to type something, but feel free. So what we would like to do is we offer typically half day, no obligation, complimentary session, and you can bring us your top 3 digital transformation challenges. We can even we can help you to create your strategy, or we can do a pilot in our environment, so you don't have to worry about the infrastructure and anything. You can use our application as a part of the pilot. And if you are struggling to start, then talk to us and we'll this complimentary session. You can visit us at our App Center. There are 16 of our apps. Some of them are bundles. They are already available on the App Center. You can explore those. We'll share this PowerPoint after the event and the whole recording. And we also have a quick start pilot. We work very closely with Zebra. We created a quick start pilot whereby you can enjoy get your hands on the hardware also and see how it looks like onto the application from the Crave infrastructure and also from the cloud platform. Another thing is, when you take our applications, you don't have to worry about, oh, do I need to have cloud platform and all that. We can bundle that as a part of the app, because being a application development partner, we have an ability to bundle the app cloud platform as a part of the app cost, and it's very reasonable actually. SAP is making easier for the adoption so that they allow us to bundle that as part of the app cost. In addition, if you are visiting TechEd in Vegas, the TechEd is scheduled from 24 to 27 September. Please visit us on booth number 605. We co-exhibit with Zebra Technology. So you will be able to talk to our mobility expert. Manish is going to be there. And also you can see our application on different form factor, different mobile devices. And if you have any questions about IoT, the cloud platform, the mobile application, Leonardo, you can definitely Fiori, right? You can come and talk to our team, and we'll be happy to answer any questions. So thank you very much for joining the webinar today. I hope this helped you to understand what Fiori has to offer, especially 3.0, and how cloud platform can help you to integrate, and how Crave Infotech can help you to expedite your digital transformation journey. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.